Hello everyone, and today we are talking about Emmerdale, specifically, well, the first episode and including the rest of the series. I've got my partner with me today.
Hello. I'm exceedingly tired, so if you don't get much out of me tonight, I do apologise. This isn't my strongest evening of recording, but I'll do my best. I'll do my best.
You always are tired.
Yeah, so this time it's even more tired.
It's advanced.
It's advanced tired.
What's that from? It's advanced darkness. Is that from SpongeBob?
I think so, yeah.
It's advanced darkness.
Oh, it's gotta be. That's such a SpongeBob line.
It is. Yeah, so Emmerdale, you're the Emmerdale nut here.
Am I?
Yes.
News to me.
Yes.
I did. Yeah, to be honest, yeah.
You were hyper fixated on it for like a year.
It's not my fault I've got autism.
Yes, it is. I've got autism as well.
I wasn't mean that as a dig at you, I was just saying.
We've both got autism. We should make a podcast just called like the Autism Duo.
Autistic Screeching. That's the name of the
Autistic
podcast.
Screech, yes. So, Emmerdale, the plot is...
Messy.
Yes. It seems to be Jack's the main character.
Well, technically, if you want to count it, the Sugden family are the main story arc.
And then...
Especially starting in 72, it was mainly the Sugden family were like the big patriarch of the country lifestyle.
Yeah, well, it started off as the Sugdens, then the BBC kind of got bored of them.
It was ITV, it's not BBC.
Yeah. ITV, where just got bored of them and went, so there's this new family called the Dingles, yeah?
They threw my head in.
Why do you hate the Dingles?
It's just, it's like every other storyline said the Tates or the Dingles. The Tates I can live with, because Kim Tate is a queen bitch and I love her. But the Dingles are just fucking useless.
But every story in the original series revolved either around the Wilkses or the Sugdens.
Yeah, but then at least they had
decent stories to work with.
They had conflict.
Yeah.
So that worked.
Because there was a whole thing with Jack and Marion, who disappeared after the first season.
Yeah.
What do you think happened with Marion? Did Henry Wilkes just bury her in the shed or something?
I think she left to go to...
Are you saying that there, Sugden boy? Not in my family,
Not
what?
in my family, no.
Just
I think she went
goes up and clues her from behind.
No, not India, that was the Beatles. Italy.
Ah, yes.
I'm tired, okay? Shut up!
I was going to have, like, Ringo strumming and it's just... Beatles
cover fucking Emmerdale. Don't look at my phone when I'm recording.
But yes, thoughts on the different Jacks?
I knew this was going to come up. This is going to be the whole video.
Because...
Andrew Burt is the best Jack, fight me.
Why is Andrew Burt the best Jack?
The writing just fits his character better. Like, if you're wanting a Jack that's stuck up, pompous, assholey, but has his soft sides, Andrew Burt's Jack was the perfect one.
Well, yeah. It was about, what was it, 77, 78?
74, I think he left.
74?
Yeah, 74, 75. Because Jack wasn't in much of Series 4, Series 5.
Yeah, was it because he didn't want to be typecast?
Yes. Which
And
is
then,
fair enough.
Yeah. And then he goes on to be every single role as a bloody policeman.
Or Paul Peak.
What do you mean, every single role as Paul Peak?
No, I said every other role and Paul Peak.
Yeah. Desperate Desmond, he was a homeless man.
Yeah.
If we've not recorded, actually no, we have reviewed it on my second channel. That I don't even know if I have the password anymore. We did Terminus.
Which we don't discuss because I got kicked off the channel for a very long time.
You keep saying that, but there's no proof that you got kicked off the channel.
I mean, I kind of did because I kept asking to come back on you, like, hey. So I was like, okay.
But you never came up.
I did come up, you just never let me record.
Well, we're recording now, so
Let's not debate while we're filming.
So yeah, he left because he didn't want to be typecast, and then proceeded to have every single one of his roles be a policeman.
Yeah, King Arthur.
Yeah, and Gulliver.
And Gulliver.
Looks like Henry V, but that was Caspar Agaha. Another one of the cast members is Fraser Hines.
Oh God,
who
was Jamie and Dr. Who.
He was, If you know Doctor Who, he was Jim Bob McCrimbob. Jamie McCrimmon, companion of the second Doctor. Fantastic. The whole internet knows that now.
They've known
Your
worse.
floppy nose.
They've known worse about me, probably.
Yeah. So plots in the first episode.
It does well for setting up the characters. There's not much of a plot, but it is good for establishing characters and establishing conflict and what drives the characters, character motivations, etc. It does well for doing that, I will say that. It's very short. Emmerdale episodes are usually 40 minutes to 45 minutes.
20.
But this one was 20, so it's usually a little bit longer.
Yeah, the first episode is Jacob, their dad, has died.
Killed off.
It's never actually died. They never say how he died. It's just, he's dead now.
I think it was a heart attack. It is said in the books, but I've completely
The
forgotten.
books! There's novelizations of this shit.
No, I own almost all of them.
Because something Andrew Burt.
something I'm crackheaded, okay? I just,
We all know you are.
I wanted one specifically for a cover, and I never got it.
Haha. Speaking of buying something for something specific, how's the adventure game going,
Oh
honey?
no! I thought we agreed not to discuss this on the channel. You've told the story. Surely you've told the story on the channel before.
No.
Oh, do it. Go on.
So
Use
the
my
adventure
dignity.
game is it's a sort of,
It's a science fiction.
you know, the
jungle
Crystal
run.
Maze. Yeah, well that, but not.
That, but
Let me copy your homework, but change it up a little.
K9 and Aurak, same thing. It's kind of like, yeah, it's like Crystal Maze meets Jungle Run, but it's run by aliens, basically. And
Yeah.
if you don't win, you get murderized by them.
Now this one is a big fan of the actor Paul Darrow.
I like him.
So she bought the series for Paul Darrow. What she got
It was not good.
was potato quality and the worst beard imaginable.
It's not bad, I like the beard.
The only thing salvageable from it is help.
Help. The
Help.
only quote salvageable from that mess.
If you don't know Paul Darrow, I reviewed Blake 7 before. Well, Sarcophagus, he
Still
plays
upset
Arrow.
you Arrow?
Arrow?
Avon!
And he's in Medieval as Zarok, the villain.
What else is he in? In Doctor Who?
Yes, oh, he's Tucker.
Oh god, he is Tucker.
I reviewed the Silurians before. He's in that. He's
He's Captain Hawkins.
Captain Hawkins. Not to be
What else is
confused
he?
with Jim Hawkins.
Oh, he's in Emmerdale, funnily enough. Tying back to the subject.
Oh god, so he is,
Yeah,
yeah!
he is. He's Eddie.
He's
in
Eddie.
Emmerdale.
Now, we're only really familiar with 70s Emmerdale, with some dabbles into this 90s Emmerdale, a la Paul Darrow.
Paul Darrow.
But Tanky,
Oh, we love
he's a bit of a dick.
He can be, but he's a good guy, is Alan Turner.
And,
Do you know who I just, on the tangent of Blake Simon, who I just completely forgot was in
Crabbies.
Emmerdale? No. Sally Nevette.
she's not!
She's Joe's second wife! She's Kate Sutton! Don't smoke, children.
Oh my god.
She's the one that runs over somebody.
Oh god.
That's Kate Sutton.
She's also Dr. Manallen from Spirit Parts.
She is, yeah.
Another character from Emmerdale that no one really expected was, well, two. Tying back to Fraser Hines, Jim Bob the Crib Bob,
We're gonna get Paddles.
Wendy Padbury.
Paddles is in it, yeah. I think she's a journalist, but I'm not sure.
She's like a Sarah Jane.
Yeah, she's like a journalist, yeah.
Yeah. She's also we have. Don't think I've reviewed anything of hers on the channel yet, but Leela from Doctor Who, Louise Jameson.
Oh god, she got murdered, didn't she?
She get raped and murdered.
Yeah. Oh, Sharon Crossway, that's her name.
Darren Crossway.
That was a good storyline actually. Are you okay if you just realize you can't see this, but Anna just looked me dead in the eye with what I can only describe as sudden shock and realization, and I really wish there was a way people could see it.
I just remembered for like 5 seconds. But shit just oh hello, I'm here. Fucking thingy from the invasion.
Oh yeah, you're right, Tobias. What was it? Oh, what's his name? Kevin Stoney.
Kevin Stoney said Emmerdale. Yeah,
Jenna Coleman, technically, she was in.
oh god, yeah, she's in
2009
Emmerdale.
Emmerdale, I think. It might have been 2000.
Oh god, she never met Eddie, did she?
No, that was before her, I think.
Isn't Jenna Coleman Captain America?
For like 3 seconds.
Yeah. If you don't know, Jenna Coleman is Clara on Doctor Who, which is a bit more modern than her usual Doctor Who.
Yeah. Thank you for telling me Fraser Crane was in it. Thank you very much. Just fine. I actually have a small list of actors who've been in both Emmerdale and Doctor Who.
Are you telling me that you didn't know Fraser Hines was in Emmerdale?
No, I just looked it up and it was like, hey, guess what?
Oh, tell me.
Godfrey Jameson's from there.
Godfrey James.
Yes, thank you for reminding me Paul Darrow's in this stuff.
My partner has looked up actors that were in Doctor Who and Emmerdale. But yes, we're going on a tangent, but the whole...
At least it's Emmerdale related for this time.
Yeah, it's not like when we did Shakedown, it just became... So the Beatles, yeah? So, the first episode, Jacob has died, probably had a heart attack, and Jack Sugden, who he has... I think he got into an argument with his dad.
Michael Jason's in it, apparently. Wait a fucking minute. Is that who I think that is?
Well, he got into an argument.
Please don't tell me that's who I think that is. Oh, it is.
Yeah.
So you know Legend of Robin Hood?
Yeah.
Tying back to Terminus, the guy that was Erec, yeah?
Yeah.
He's in Emmerdale.
Oh my god.
1970s Emmerdale.
Oh Christ.
There you go. Clive Hinton.
But yes,
My brain was like, who's Paul Darrow? Oh, Richard, I forgot. Mike Yates is in it as well.
Oh, there he is. So the whole thing is, the dad has died, and Jack, who I think it was 5 or 6 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. 5 or 6 years ago, got into an argument with his dad.
And then just stormed out. He was like, you know what?
Yeah, he stormed out,
London.
went to London.
Never came back.
And then came back till when he died. Did he know he died? Was it like, oh...
I assume so, yeah.
Yeah.
I assume so.
Oh, my father's dead. It's just like...
Here to get my inheritance.
Here to get my inheritance. Dad's died. He's like, thank fuck he's dead. I'm going back home now.
Hey, time to go home.
He's dead. I'm off that game. And the whole episode is just about Jack reacting to being back in Emmerdale for the first time. And he
Beckendale, technically. Beckendale's the town.
Yeah. And he bumps into Miss Maren Wilkes, who becomes his on-again, off-again love partner, love interest,
on and off girlfriend,
antagonist.
Same as Joe, pretty much. Joe goes after her as well, but
yeah.
Joe doesn't shag her no more. Sorry about that.
And I was going to say about Janie, but we don't meet Janie yet.
No, we don't meet Janie till like halfway through episode. Hello.
Hello, my name's Janie. That's what she sounds like.
Hello.
And yeah, speaking of Marion Wilkes, what's her friend's name? The one that absolutely...
Norman.
Norman, yeah, the beats up Jack in a pub.
Yeah.
Because Jack, iconically,
That goulash laugh.
it's a sort of in joke with us. The whole speech, he stands up at that goulash lad, and he just keeps harassing them, and
he's basically just trying to push their buttons, just to be a pain in the ass.
It's. Do you know what? I'm actually gonna say it. I don't know if you noticed this. Okay. Jack's very John Lennon.
He's very John Lennon. Oh god, he'd be on Beatles.
He likes to push people's buttons.
That's
he cares,
not something I thought
but he loves to push people's buttons.
That's not something I thought I would say.
Oh god, here comes the Beatles talk.
Yeah, legit. I openly said, I was like...
With your hyperfixation on them.
Well, at least you didn't make fun of me for fancying any specific one. Thank you very much.
Yeah. I love you.
I love you too. So I got momentarily distracted by the EDM that's coming through the walls from next door.
My sister loves to blast EDM for
her sister's beards.
And we were blasting Beatles earlier because they were suddenly...
I mean, I was that age once, so God, I sound like a fucking elder.
Hey, but I was your age.
Well, I did do that when I was my age, so...
But yes,
how did we get here?
Norman, who played Marion's...
He's in Only Fools.
Bum boy, I guess.
God. He's in Only Fools, isn't he?
Yeah, he's...
Oh god, Marion's in Only Fools.
Oh god, she is. Yeah, that's weird. Because
good
if anyone's seen Only Fools and Horses...
Jolly Boy's outing, isn't it?
Yes, Jolly Boy's outing.
Hey.
The girl who plays Marion Wilkes, do you know her name?
Gail Harrison.
Gail Harrison. She played Cassandra's boss, who was Rodney's love interest. And the guy who played Norman, I don't know his name, he plays Hoskins, who was a sort of reoccurring antagonist what's his name? Jim Broadbent. Jim Broadbent played a recurring character called...
Sorry, I just remember something of Jim Broadbent. I don't know if I can say it on the channel.
Jim Broadbent plays a recurring character called Roy Slater. And his sort of... What would you call it? What would you call it? Like, he's like the chief inspector, and like he's just like the lower one down that he kind of talks down to and shit. But he has to say like, "Oh yes, sir."
A
In case he's
bum boy.
fired. Sir T-boy.
Yeah, T-boy. Bellboy.
Bellboy. His sort of like Bellboy is the guy who plays Norman. I remember I was just looking at it when I was like, "You look familiar." I was
Hey, you look
rewatching.
familiar, sir.
I was rewatching all of Only Fools and Horses about a year ago, maybe.
About that.
A year ago, 6 months ago, and I was staring at Hosky and I was like, "I know you from somewhere." So I looked up and it's Norman.
I wish you could have seen the face when I brought up the Jim Broadbent thing, because Anna's eyes were just full of
Just
panic.
say it.
And she's
Say
like, "No, you want me to say it? I
Yeah.
thought you were telling me not to say
Just
it."
say it.
Jim Broadbent gonna make them cheeks bro.
It's a joke I made on chat once, where I just zoomed into him making a really creepy face.
Do you
It
not
just-
have it anymore?
Don't think so.
I've got it.
I zoomed in right
on my
into his,
Instagram.
I zoomed right into his face and made the joke of Jim Broadbent going to make them cheeks broad.
I was on holiday when you said that as well, so I had to explain to my parents why I was guffawing in the middle of Carlisle Castle.
Did you have to tell them why?
In the middle of a castle, though.
But yeah.
My back hurts.
Well, a lot of the cast are still going, but like Fraser's still going, Matt's still going, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, Frederick Pine.
Yeah, Peggy's still going.
Peggy's still going, which is ironic considering Peggy dies like a year into the season.
She doesn't
I was going to say Annie's still going, but no, she's not.
No, she passed away in 2019. I found out at work.
Is that 2020?
Oh, it might have been 2020. I'm not sure, but I remember finding out.
No, I think it was Christmas 2019.
It was Christmas 2019 because I was
Yeah,
working.
because you're at your work.
I was working overtime, and I was sitting. I used to work in retail. I used to work in a pet shop, and we had 2 cats. One of which being Jet, who was a black cat, and Jasmine, who was a. You're right.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, she was a half Maine Coon, half Tabby. She was an absolute unit. She was just sitting on my lap, which she really did. Just purring away, happy chappy, and I just accidentally stumbled across the article that she'd passed away, and it really caught me off guard. 'Cause it came out of nowhere.
Yeah, I've had moments like that. Like
Stanley for me.
yeah, Stanley and Stanley for me as well. And I'm not going to discuss it again because I've discussed it. I've got a review. Well, either 2 come out or depending on when this comes out. Of Batman vs. Two-Face, and then I talk about just suddenly hearing about Adam West dying, and it was just, oof. But yeah, Stanley's another one, David Bowie's another one. That could be a conversation point we could do
That
at some
could be a
point.
conversation point.
Just celebrities there, that's the most.
I'm multitasking.
You weren't alive at the time when George Harrison died.
I might have been. When did George Harrison die?
No, it was December, was like October 2001? December?
I would have been alive. I was born in January.
Yeah, so you would have been like 6 months.
Yeah, okay.
6, 7 months. Yeah, I need to start wrapping this up because it's gone a bit.
November.
November.
That was 11 months away. That was a horrible thought for people.
Enjoy generation.
I couldn't even speak by then, Anna.
Got my mind set on you. Yeah, there's a Kermit George Harrison song.
It haunts me.
I've got my mind set on
I
you.
hate it. He
It's
died. I don't know if it's hilarious or tragic that literally, not even 2 weeks after Kermit covered Mindset on You, George Harrison keeled over and died. And then 9/11 happened.
You shouldn't laugh at 9/11.
No, I really shouldn't. It's like.
We're going to get in jail for that.
Was it harkening back to, oh god, was it Shakedown where I was like dying in the background and I looked at the joke of, I asked my Google, did Jan bit whiff, and it said yes, and I audibly went, oh my god, it said Jan bit whiff, really excitedly, and I really shouldn't have done that, but I was doped up on like 4 different kinds of painkillers.
It's alright.
So.
But yeah, is there anything else? Oh, yeah, well Annie died 2019, she was 100.
She was 100, she might be 100.
I think she was just about to become 101. We sadly lost the great and powerful Toke Townley.
You've gone this whole thing without talking about Toke Townley once.
We
I'm deeply upset.
because this one used to have quite I used to quite like Andrew Burt, which is sadly no longer with us. 2018, 17,
18.
18. We lost Andrew Burt.
I thought you were going to say Fraser until I remembered he was a family friend. I went, oh dear.
Yeah, we lost Andrew Burt, and we've actually visited his gravestone.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Place. It's up in the Pentlands, which is 3 miles from here.
Even made the joke of like, when we were there, I even made the joke of, hey Andrew, I'm sorry I make the fun out of you. Do you enjoy it? And the atmosphere seemed to like it later.
It did.
So that was lovely. And also, yeah, so this one used to quite like the actor Andrew Burt, so I sort of countered it in a sort of piss-takey way by talking about Toke Townley a lot, who plays the granddad. It just became a running thing, and to the point where I think it became like I started to fancy him or something. Where did that start?
I don't know,
the
but
running
you do fancy him, so don't even bother lying. And if I can admit I fancy fucking Paul Darrow, then you can admit anything.
I fancy you.
I fancy you too.
Hmm.
That's something.
Yes. Yeah, is there any final thoughts you want to say about Emmerdale?
Not really, I think we've covered everything. It's
Yeah.
still going to this day, it's still going strong.
It should be.
Shouldn't it?
I think it should have ended like in the 90s.
Late 70s at most.
Anyway, have you seen Emmerdale? What do you think of it? Answer in the comment below, and have a good one.
You do.